hour, 18th of May. I believe, hopefully I don't get corrected, but I think this might be Gemini season. I'm not sure. Might still be the end of the Taurus, but I think it's the beginning of Gemini season. Well, anyway, this is the BIPOC Happy Hour, the Black Indigenous People of Color Wind Down. Thank y'all for joining us. I am Uncle Ray. I got Brother Dennis, Bobby, and Sider here with us. What's happening, good folk, today?
Not
It just was a stuff. Huh?
It's not Gemini season.
Is it not Gemini season? I thought the Gemini starts on the 18th. It might be the 21st.
What I said
Huh?
is I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that, because you know the Gemini is at the top of the food chain. We have to oversee both sides of y'all. Uh-huh.
I'm a Virgo, so
I know you're a Virgo. We giving you a prize, but we have to oversee all the other signs. That's why we in the middle. That's why it's two of us.
You got multiple personalities. That's why it's two of you.
Yeah, we gotta look at both sides of the coin. We cannot walk on one side and go
Jekyll and Hyde type.
No. We all love and peace for prayer-ridden Geminis here. You know, that kind of stuff. I had to laugh at myself. All right. What's going down, good people?
The regulator of the signs is a Sagittarius. Everybody know that.
No, but the regulator of the Sagittarius gets slapped down all the time. Okay, we forgive you, Dennis. We'll let you be our friend, even though you're a Sagittarius. Bless your heart.
They know that's the best sign of all. They know.
Oh, right.
It's half man and half animal. What more could you ask for?
Some crazy shit.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. I'm not here by myself.
Just like they just told us, is unidentified objects around here now.
Wait a minute, you notice they didn't change the name. It's no longer UFOs no more.
Right, it's UFA.
Yeah, they changed the name. It's UAF. It's UAF. No, UAPs. UAP is what it is.
What is that?
Unexplained alien phenomenon. UAPs.
What they're saying now, which is kind of scary, is that they're saying they're a threat to national security, but why and for what? Just for being in the sky?
Because they're more advanced than we are, and they can't easily overtake us.
And why are they trying to instill fear into people?
Because that's what humans do.
Before we even meet them.
Humans do that kind of stuff. Before we even got to it, already got the guard out and everything.
So we're admitting there is UFOs or UFAs or UFBs?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. They said there are UAPs, unidentified alien phenomena.
So now it's real that we have aliens out there.
They said they cannot confirm.
Trump.
They cannot confirm that there are beings. They can confirm there are sightings. Now they think that there are stuff we have to take to the closed room that we can talk about, but national they cannot confirm.
So we're not
the men in black are real.
They said they would not let the public know. They would not let the public know some things, but they would let them know this. And they've been knowing for years. Mm-hmm. They've been knowing for years. This is the first time they saying something.
Since Roswell and all that, they know the aliens been here. There are other beings in this universe outside of us.
And had people thinking they was crazy for the longest
because they've been coming here forever.
Yeah. That's how
remember the Anunnaki. The Anunnakis were the first ones to come here. Those are the ones that did everything. The Anunnakis.
Is that who half animal, half human?
Yes, that's the one that started that. Yes, that's the Anunnakis.
Wow.
Anunnakis, the first space travelers, because they came here because their planet was having issues. But they couldn't stay here long because they knew that they couldn't do nothing with y'all. They couldn't do nothing with y'all. They had to get the hell up off this rock.
So, according to if what they're saying is they.
No, we was already here. For
No,
what
no, no,
they
but
said,
they gave us this advanced mindset with this
yes,
advancements in technology and things
yes,
like
they
that.
gave us knowledge. They
So they
gave us
keep us
knowledge and set us
right,
on the pathway.
right, right.
Yes, because we were monkeys and trees. And then they got to did it down and gave us knowledge and everything, and so we now writing on papers and still monkeys. Now we pay to live here.
So we had tails?
Yes. As you begin to walk straight up and lose your hump in the back because you was not formerly bipedal at that time. You was a monkey. You was walking on all fours up and down. So
We
as you
are
lost
pets.
that crook in your back, you
We are
straightened
pets.
up, the tail got short, except for those because they had mine cut off. You know, you still have to do what you have to do.
Mm.
Wow. I didn't believe it, but I mean, when I seen in the paper today that this guy was talking about aliens and they back, I'm like, is it real now?
Is they back on? Why would you think that we were the only ones here? Are you one of those believers that the earth is flat?
Well,
We're
you know,
the
it's
only
gonna be.
beings in this whole universe.
I remember when they said, you know, if there's no one else there's gonna be a horrible waste of space.
That would be a horrible waste of space. All this big expensive, even our immediate solar system, the space in between all the planets in our immediate, and nothing's in between. Come on now. We're not special like that. We don't even have any special abilities.
But don't forget all the stuff that's undiscovered under the ocean. And there was supposedly a sinkhole found in China that had like a forest underneath it. I don't know.
And then they
What?
also said that the Antarctica surrounds everyone, the other all the continents. Antarctica, and when you go above, over it or wherever, it's some other shit over there. That's what they said. I don't know.
Whoa.
Mm.
So I want to know about this other place.
That the world map is upside down too.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're looking at it in a reverse angle.
Well, you know, that's how the white man trained us to do. You know, they trained us to do everything. Like they trying to get us, like they did us. They alienated us and said, "Oh, they bad people," and everyone scared and hate us. So they trying to do that with the aliens. Oh, they're a national threat to the, national security threat, whatever they said.
They've been here for so long. Everybody desensitized to the aliens. Alien come in your house, say
be
shit.
Called extraterrestrials.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Excuse me, extraterrestrial, because you are definitely not
You
from
don't
here.
want to confuse the white people, the rednecks.
Right? Okay, got
you. Folks that are not, born in our country, aliens.
Right. So we want to call ETs not born on the planet.
Right.
ET is not born on the planet. That's fine. That's cool.
So maybe
what is all this for?
But maybe they've been telling us about this all along in the movies, so it has to be.
Yeah, they have desensitized y'all for generations.
So
ain't nobody scared of no monsters. Now Godzilla come out of the water, we gonna be out there partying with them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So Contagion done came true. So
which
story do you think is gonna be for the extraterrestrials? Is it gonna be an ET type story or is it gonna be V?
I think they probably gonna be V. It's easy to, if they want to get rid of the human race, it is easy to put a virus in the atmosphere and let it take its course. We have no protection from it.
Didn't we get along with them? Like there was after we tried to destroy each other, didn't we come together in V?
Oh, yes. No, we didn't come together. No, they left. They left. Once there's
that girl brought us together.
They came together and coexist and live together.
Well, I know that somebody had a baby because somebody's always got to have a baby, a human embryo.
Right.
But the main colony, I thought, left the planet. I didn't see the new version. I'm talking about the old version.
I was just saying, can we skip the part where we be fighting each other and just figure out how we can get along?
Do you think humans can? We're talking about humans here. I don't know about any other culture. How they do. I can't speak with it, but humans, they like to fight first. Let us fight first for no reason, and then ask questions like, "Oh, I just say I'm sorry."
Humans. Don't say humans. There's only one particular race that does that frequently. So we can't just say all humans.
Okay, the human race as a whole. I cannot pick out one particular
mankind
individual. Mankind. Thank you. Human, mankind, whatever you want to say. I cannot pick one out. No, they all do it.
Not as much.
But I think what Bobby is referring to is the influence of the oppressor through colonialization.
I got told off by this bull hawking that didn't stoop on the TV and throw me off. Can you please say that again, Sonny? Because he told me I was just bull hawking that I cannot absorb right now.
I don't know what I just said. I'm smart.
Right, but are you reading what's on the screen here? Read the screen.
Yes, I did. I just looked.
Is that some mess or what? I don't get it. What was he supposed to be?
This is America. What you don't get. We just got a boy that just drove over 200 miles, shoot up a fucking store, and now he's gonna play mental and get off.
No, he ain't getting off. He's going down like the last one did. He ain't getting. He probably got his Burger King burger like they did the one in Charleston, one that was in the church.
Guilty. He already said not guilty, even though he done live stream it, got a memo.
He done live stream it. You can say you're not guilty because you got to make the whole thing for the made for TV movie. He ain't getting off on that. You done live streamed it. Come on now. We done all saw the video. You just like George Floyd. We all saw the video. That's what they do now, thinking they doing this stuff.
So that one drop of blood as being black, that makes you black now?
Yes.
Did something change? Did something change?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's always been that way. I mean, you asked that question like something changed.
Her son was born in the 2000s, right? Not the 1900s.
Did something change? Did we have
But she was born in the 1900s, and her mother was probably still sitting there telling her the same shit too, and my grandfather also. They all was born in the 1900s with the racist shit. Yes.
But her son was born.
Which I don't understand how she gonna sit and be, angry with them. This is something that she should be teaching him because society is going to look at him as a black man. They're not going to look and say, "Oh, he's a half white, and so we're going to treat him differently."
Right. Oh, you're biracial. Oh, automatically put him in a different box. No, they're not going to say that. Not at all. They can look at you and say that you are not a Caucasian man.
Even in the 2000s?
Even in the 2000s, what does the 2000s have to do with that?
Do they put a picture of him up?
They can't. He's too young.
Wasn't Dante right biracial?
Suing her 13-year-old son's school. 13. Well, first of all, I know this is a fake story because they don't teach critical race theory, nothing less than college courses. And it's an elective college course. They don't teach it in the public school, so a 13-year-old is not going to learn about critical race theory.
Right.
It's just not going to happen. So this is already someone messed up stuff that's trying to. This is that propaganda bullshit. Because they don't teach critical race theory that early, and it is an elective course. You have to actually want to take that class. It's not something they're going to automatically put on your syllabus.
Well, she feels that if you try to tell my son that's biracial, he's black, you have that critical race theory.
Then that's up to her to explain that. She said what she wants to. I don't know who she's talking to, but she need to have a conversation.
Equipped to explain it because she doesn't feel like he should be identified that way.
Yeah, because she got to explain her thoughts on what she's suing about. He shouldn't be. He is part black, so he needs to know about his black heritage. So what are you saying? So she need to explain her thinking on that. That makes no sense to me.
Because on his birth certificate it may say white. How you doing?
Well, I bet you his birth certificate don't say white.
Yeah.
I bet it don't say white.
I don't know what his birth certificate says, but his mama
I would
says.
love to see it. But his mama said a biracial child, then we know it don't say white.
Right. She wanted her child to be treated fairly.
And
white and black in them.
And the critical race theory is just BS. They don't teach it that young. They're just making up something to try to get their 15 minutes of fame.
Let's look at it so many different ways, you know.
Is this Fox News?
She may be scared, you know what I mean? And she see what they do to black folks, you know, us people, you know, and try to shield him with the whiteness, with the privilege.
That's
but,
what
you know, that's not going to go too far. Because
and this is Fox News. They're not going to listen to anything we got to say.
I'm just saying, it may be that reason. I don't know.
Right, this is Fox News. They don't have to have a reason. They just don't like y'all.
Well, I don't watch Fox anymore.
Most of the people I know don't, except for Dennis. He like Fox News.
I do like Fox News. It's entertaining. It is. I was a Fox News.
It's not even entertaining me. It gives me just the heebie-jeebies. It makes my head hurt.
No, they always see the black folks up there that
you know, Ray, you so biased.
Biased about what? Here, I don't. Yes, I'm front about mine. I ain't got a fake and a shaking. No, I don't fuck with Fox News. Fox nothing. They corporation. I don't even fuck with the Fox non-TV shows. If it came on Fox, I don't fuck with Fox because Fox is not in my corner.
So
it only wants my coins, and I'm not going to give it to you.
Whereas a lot of places we need to be looking into that.
Well, you know, I can only pick and choose my own personal battles, but you know that's how I feel about Fox.
Because a lot of people out here just don't have. They use us, but you know they really not behind us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And see, I'm gonna practice what I preach. No. On that particular situation, I don't fuck with Fox or nothing. You're making up a story to try to stir up propaganda and all that kind of stuff, and you first from that's just bullshit. So why are you? And if you're a legitimate news source, why are you creating BS to try to make it look like you say or something? That's not how it works.
They're trying to get us. They're trying to get us hyped up.
They're trying to get us killed.
That's not for y'all. That's for them other folks.
Right. They promote that replacement theory shit, which is what stupid.
I heard about that. I heard about that yesterday.
Which is part of why he ran his ass, drove 200 fucking miles to shoot black people. Because Jews are bringing people of color in to replace white people. Yes.
What?
That's what they said. That is the true statement. I'm not making it up.
Say it again.
Jewish people brought people of color into America to replace white people.
And that's why we're opening borders to immigrants and stuff. And that's because they're going to be future voters for Democrats. These people are...
So that's why they hate Jews and everybody else.
They're delusional.
Just coming up with bullshit. That just makes no sense.
But
they had to.
There are people that honestly believe it.
Hold on, there was half of America that voted for a man that was dealing with that was doing this shit.
Exactly. Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, let us quote it right, Bobby. It was 71 million to 85 million, but it was 71 million folks voted in that direction.
And that's what he believed in. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And as we wake up, we see the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because no other border got all those. Go ahead, baby.
No, I said it's just sad, you know, and that's what makes me. I want more children, but then I look at it, you know, I can't leave my child into something like this. You feel what I'm saying? This is a fucked up world.
Are you gonna let them control your life, or you control your own life? You make your own destiny, Bobby. If they want to be fucked up, let them be fucked up. But you raise all the children you can. While your childbearing hips can still move around like that, you need to get them kids out and raise them to be respectful.
When they can't move, you can get on top. How you doing?
I'm just saying. Go get them hips. Get them kids out now while you still can, because it's gonna cut off and you ain't gonna be able to have kids.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Childbearing hips don't last all your life. Right, Dennis?
I don't know.
You still got your childbearing hips? Or does yours
I'm at a perfect
sink?
age. Because when I'm at a perfect age, I think. I believe.
I think mentally is a perfect age, but physically, I think you're stretching.
I'm a grown ass man now. You understand what I'm saying? I done played. I done
mentally young. In your 40s, I think mentally you're ready.
As Wendy would say, I lived. You understand what I'm saying? I lived. So
you've lived a few days.
Yeah, I lived. I did. I had
so you make it a 45. You have lived a few days.
I lived enough. I lived more than enough.
Never heard that, but okay, I can go with that. I've never heard that, but okay. I can't wait till I can say I've lived like y'all.
Can I say something? Some people haven't done what you have done. Some people haven't done what Sana has done, or Dennis. But some people that I know personally, they ain't do half of the stuff I done. I done been almost to every state in America. Look at me now. I'm in Minnesota. You understand what I'm saying? And don't mind going anywhere. I'm ready to go across the seas. And if I do that, I may be staying. Depending.
Never know what might happen. Got passport in my pocket, ready to go.
How you doing? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Where would you go?
I know that I have lived.
Why are you asking that question?
I done seen Freaknik. I done did DC Pride in the 1900s.
Let's get off this rock. Let's get off this rock. We can get off this rock. We can go. We can get off this damn rock and move to another. There are 6 other rocks we can go to. I guarantee there's 6 other rocks. We can go and dip our pretty toes in their waters to see what they look like. There's room out there.
There's one rock I'm interested in.
That's fine. You can stop. We can go to that one because I want to see it too. And I want to hit all 7 of them. If I can hit all 7 rocks, I'm in.
That's.
And then I'm ready to go. Huh?
That's a cruise, right?
A cruise. I know I'm gonna need more time than a cruise because the cruise not take a lot of time.
It's a whole year cruise.
Well, I would do it. I would try it out and do it.
You go to all the countries and you stay for a while, and then you get back on the boat. You go to the next one.
That would be hot if you stayed there. Say you stayed at port 3 weeks in each country, and there's 7 rocks. Oh, that is hot. That is hot. At least 3 weeks in each port.
There's a lot of them, but I'm so scared because of COVID. I see people dancing and dropping it out on the carnival and all that. But now one of them motherfuckers have one of them. I see probably like one. Hello. The people on there on the boat with with a mask on looking like us in Minnesota. How you doing?
Well, if I gotta wear a mask, that's fine. If the boat is all cramped up like that, but because they be having activities on the boat that you got to that you have opportunity to get to meet some of the passengers, and you want to interact because you never know what might transpire. All of that. So I'll do a mask for a short time till I get to know them. Ain't nobody sneezing and stuff. We can take a nightcap. We can go have a nightcap and see what
I wanted to have some type of COVID, COVID, something dealing with COVID. Do you get tested before you go? Do you get tested every, like if you're there for 7 days or, well, if you get tested for the short ones before you go?
Well, 7 is a short one. Because they do have them long. I know, like you said, 7 is actually short.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure now you got to test before you get on the ship. I don't know if you got
3 and 4 days now. They
got shorter, but 7. To really get the feel, you need 7 days. Now I've done a 7 days. Anything shorter, I wouldn't have been able to do. Because you want to get in there and enjoy you want to enjoy the cruise. It take a 7. It take 2 days to just get acclimated to the goddamn boat moving back and forth side to side.
So you would take a whole year off to go on a cruise across all these different places?
Yes. Yeah. Did I say that fast enough? Yes. Hello, I'm knocking on the street. Yes.
And you wouldn't be scared?
With my company, when I begin to franchise Graham's Produce.
Well, I have plenty of cannabis in my storage. I'm good. What am I scared of?
Boat might get hijacked.
The boat might get hijacked.
We can Snapchat it.
The boat might get hijacked. Come out of the 1800s, Dennis. They don't hijack boats like that no more. They don't have Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a movie.
Whatever.
It's a movie, Dennis. It's a movie. They don't have.
What if they got suspension where they
there were pirates? Hello, remember those strong pirates over from
Somalia? They don't hit the cruise ships.
They don't hit that boat. They put a whole movie together about it.
Those was back there with the Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, they was doing it right there with Theo.
But
they don't do it now.
I think there really were pirates. I ain't gonna say
there were pirates in the old days.
I think it still is pirates. It's just not in the main ones. They probably hit them in different smaller countries.
So they're just pretty much blowing up the ships and capturing like that. This is not Russia.
I don't think they blow up the ships, but I do believe they seize them some type of way.
Well, we didn't bring no money to go on a round the world cruise ship.
They go to towns and do, little trick stuff and make money and just try.
I plan on pillaging and plundering.
Gold. They were always on a hunt for a treasure or something, and there was always treasure somewhere in the sea.
Well, I hope to every country I go to, I find the treasure there. See what the hunt is like in every little cove and dive and under rocks and corners and cupboards. I want to know what those treasures are like.
So what would you eat for that whole year?
Food.
All the food is included.
Oh. Yes, if I don't want to eat on the boat, I eat off the boat.
Right, food. And if you fancy enough, you get your drinks included with it. The whole trip, you pay for it off the break.
I'm not bound to McDonald's, so I can eat other locations.
They may have
you eat that food they have on the street?
Hell yes.
That's the first
when I go
to
you talking about the little markets and stuff where they got the foods and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I watch it on YouTube. Those places ain't really sanitary.
I'm still gonna eat something. I'm still gonna eat. I'm going to eat.
They have restaurants though too, because when the boat docks, those are tourist areas, and so they got little restaurants you can go and eat in, probably outside, stuff.
I won't have to worry because Dennis ain't gonna go because he'll be too scared to left home.
You staying on the hotel. On the boat, they do include hotel in it too. If you stand for a period of time, so yeah.
I'm not eating no innards. Okay, they're just not going to do it. I'm saying that right now.
Okay, why are you telling us? You need to say that once you got there on what you will or will not eat.
There's no concern
on
the innards of the cows and the pigs and stuff.
How do you know?
Because I see it on YouTube, and they get the cow heart, the livers, and that kind of stuff, chop it up in the bowl, and they eat it with a toothpick. I can't do that.
How do you know?
Because I don't
have you tried it?
I've tried the heart
before.
You ain't tried nothing over there because you've never been out of America.
Like
so how do you know what it tastes like? How do you know what it tastes like?
A roast. You hear me?
It tastes like a roast.
The beef heart tastes like a roast.
It does.
The way they cook it, the way people cook it in other countries.
Well, I don't know about.
We talking about over in other countries. If you haven't had it, how can you say it?
I don't even like the way it looked when they cook it on TV. I'd be dead.
You looking at they only show you.
Dennis is colonized. If it's like the colonized status,
in small towns,
you can't get out of
that. They don't have the same things that you may have. Africa or wherever you're going is much bigger than that one small town.
No, all of be the same innards. I don't care what you say.
No, it doesn't. Same way. No, it doesn't. Same way you live here. You got people that eat certain shit a certain way. You don't eat all Somalian food, or do you?
Well, he don't even eat it. He wouldn't even know he was eating it.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's not like he would go out and try anything. It's not like he tries culture.
In the city, they eat everything that you're talking about. They came from the countries that you're talking about. Live in this city. That's why we POC. They live right here. You understand? Go to one of the international markets. You'll see it. The exact same stuff you're talking about.
With the heart, the belly, the guts.
The heart, the belly, the cockroaches, the tongue, everything. The whatever
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I got a stomachache already just thinking about it.
But you never would know if someone cook it.
Yeah, I ain't need no roaches.
How do you know? If they had chocolate covered roaches, everybody was dogging them down.
Putting nothing in my mouth that I don't know what it is.
If you're high enough, we gonna eat roaches until we.
I ain't gonna be that high. I will never eat that high.
See those grubs that they eat off the tree?
Oh yeah, dipped in chocolate. Hell yeah, I'm supposed to eat them down. If they not dropping dead, I'm not dropping dead.
It's not about dropping dead, Ray. That's
it's because you're colonized and you cannot eat outside of American food.
You're not listening as usual.
Yes. You're not talking about saying anything.
Are you gonna, those grubs in the trees, the little white bugs, everybody be talking about eating. They look like little pus bugs.
If they have chocolate on them, I'm sucking them 4 or 5 down at a time.
You nasty.
That's the reason why I don't eat crawfish.
That's because you're limited. I'm not limited. I'm here to indulge on everything this world has to offer. It was put here and laid out here for me to indulge. Why not? Just because you think it's nasty?
So
because I've been in the restaurant industry for so long, I would try just about everything depending. I would like to know what I'm eating. I'm not just going to just eat anything like a roach. I will not eat. You feel what I'm saying? But I have tried beef heart,
That ant, they got the ant. They got the sweet stuff in the little bubble.
I don't eat.
It's called a honeypot ant.
They eat those like
I'm not into insects.
Yes, why not suck them? You don't suck you don't do this honeysuckle plants. Y'all know nobody's ever sucked on a honeysuckle plant. Just walked and picked them out. I think they're awesome. I love doing the honeysuckle plants. I do it on my ant too.
That's a flower.
Yes.
That's a flower. So yeah, that's an edible flower. There's a lot of stuff in our yard that's edible. We just don't know about it.
Well, in another country, I would definitely eat if they offer. That was in Australia. If they offer honeypot ants, I definitely have to try it. Why not? It's there. I'm here to test everything. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I can definitely say I tried it.
So you would try the fish head soup?
That's okay.
Fish head soup?
Yes.
That doesn't sound nice to me, period.
They boil the whole head with the eyes and everything in it.
I don't like boiled. I don't like boiled food.
I had an alcoholic drink that was some kind of Chinese remedy, and it had a fish head in it and horses.
I would try it.
It had like seahorses in it, a fish head. It had some other stuff in it. But it was supposed to, like, it's a remedy. It keeps you from getting sick. I didn't get sick that whole year after I drank that shot. It was in alcohol. It was some kind of, I don't remember if it was tequila.
Right. It was a potion mixed up for you.
So the goat head.
Ancient remedy that they had, like, as part of their culture, they use it.
That's just you're so limited.
No, because you see all the heads of every animal they boil, especially that pig head. They boil that pig head. Like
I don't eat hog head cheese here. I'm not gonna eat hog head cheese anywhere else.
But the hog is boiled and put into a soup. They put it over everything.
I don't know. If I was there, I would try it. I have to know what it tastes like. Juice. Hopefully they had crackers.
They boil the pig head. You take the juice or the liquid and put all the like other things in, and then they serve it to you. I'm like,
I would like to try it.
How? That's disgusting.
I don't know what it is if I've not tried it.
You like ham?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them people
I don't care what you say. That's not ham. They boil on eyes. They boil on the brain. They boil on the eyes. Everything's in their head.
Pig ass,
I like ham, Bobby, but that's not ham.
That's not ham.
So you like a pig ass, though? You understand?
Oh, is that what the ham is? And yes, I like pig ass.
But I'm gonna try. If I'm in another country, I'm gonna try this too, because I'm not going in their house and tell them y'all food nasty. No, I'm gonna try it. If I can't eat none of it after that first taste, so be it. I have tried it. It just does not agree with it, brother. But I gotta try it because I'm there. Why not? Try every damn thing.
So you eat the eye of a fish.
If it tasted good and it was sauteed right and probably had French fries with it, why not? Just because in America they say no, ew. I'm not in America. I wouldn't be in America. I'm not colonized like that. I'm gonna try everything.
So the blood thing they do once they kill an animal, they put the blood in a pot and they cook it to its brown.
I prefer mine fresh. I don't want mine cooked. Blood is better fresh. If it's at room temperature, it's even better. Oh, too much. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Too sorry.
I didn't know you was eating blood and drinking blood.
Oh my God.
You don't eat blood. I mean, a glass of blood a year keeps you healthy and strong.
Here, brave vampire status.
Okay, brave.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there vampires that like blood.
We got a Hannibal Lecter here.
I'm just saying people have different internet is open doors to everything. There's so many group members out there, you do anything on the internet.
But I mean, they took the intestines, squeezed them out in a cup, and used that whatever that putrid stuff was in a pot to get some flavor to the other parts of the meat. Who does that?
I've watched you eat a pot of chitlins. What the hell are you talking about?
You ain't never seen me eat a pot of chitlins.
With hot sauce. I've seen you do it. So how the hell you gonna talk about they food and you will eat a pot of chitlins?
Right.
But
I don't get it. Just because you don't like the way they cook it over there, you're not used to they cooking. How you gonna dog their stuff out?
Pig intestine, pig feet, pig ass,
They don't cook that they stuff bland.
And wherever pork comes from.
And all those
pig feet. They get the hair off to eat it.
I don't like pig feet because they don't have no meat on them. I don't like gristle. I don't even eat the gristle off a chicken.
I'd be scared of the hair. I can't do the hair.
Why? You can't braid hair?
No, if I feel a piece of hair, I'm done.
Ugh. I'm not eating no feet, no knuckles.
But y'all eat chitlins. I don't understand. You eat pig feet, big knuckles.
Well, you know what?
You eat oxtails, ox ass. You eat all that.
Because you know what? I did try the pig ears and pigtails at my mother-in-law house. She cooked this whole pot of she had a pig ears, she had a whole bag of pig ears and pigtails. She boiled that shit all day long, and then she put some more stuff in there, and it was really like a congealed broth. I don't know what it was really like
hog-head cheese.
And so like when it sat on the stove for a while, it got a skin on the top, whatever that stuff is. So you had to brush that stuff away. And then the ear was so gelatinous, like they was like, you get your whole.
How do you eat them?
Huh? It was so gross. You had to pick it up, and it was like you bite this is like this mush. I don't know what the hell it was. It was just like.
Are they chewy? I mean, are they chewy enough that you can chew it down?
You can chew it, but I mean, you know how you bite into something, it doesn't have any like texture, but you know it's something there.
I mean, is it like oysters?
Like fat?
Yeah, like fat, like.
I don't like fat stuff. No, I don't even like. Fat. I don't even eat roast beef because of all the fat on it.
But when she cooked it, it had some good flavor, but you just knew it wasn't the right consistency if you weren't used to it.
So it's something you got to get used to.
I did, because I never ate pig ears and pigtails. So there's a lotness of it because it was really oily and greasy, and you got that film.
But you eat pig feet.
No, I don't. Now, pickle pig feet is different than cooking the pig feet.
Okay, see, there you go. See, there you go. Semantics.
I
Okay, go
just
ahead.
like afraid. I seen them in the jars on the counter at the store.
Now, my
I
grandfather,
thought
when I
they
was
were science experiments.
no, my grandfather gave me.
I
My grandfather
They-
had a whole
They
jar of
all
them.
red. It's in a red solution. Big
right
Yes.
next to the
size
eggs.
pig
Right
feet.
next to the
Right.
eggs in there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Now, my
suppose you
grandfather
eat
gave me
those
some of that.
eggs. I suppose you eat the eggs that be in there with the pig feet.
No, they got the eggs by themselves in a separate jar that they vinegarize or whatever they call that, pickled eggs. Because my grandfather had a fish store when I was little. They sold pickled eggs and pickled pig feet in a jar. You could get a piece of that wax paper or whatever, you know what it was? They put the thing in the wax paper and you take it outside and you eat the whole thing. You have your whole face look like you had a mask on because it's so greasy. You know, they had like a lot of fat on there. It was gelatinous. It was just
I don't even eat chicken like that. I don't. I don't even do. So no, certain things I just know that will not agree with me. But that doesn't mean I'm not afraid to try something. Pig feet, I have tried, just not doing it again, ever again
so.
in
Have
my
you ever
life.
tried the brain?
Not pig brain, and no, I've
No,
not
my
had it.
grandfather.
I've not
My,
had
Not
opportunity
that
for
I'm
monkey
aware
brain.
of.
I would like to try monkey brain.
that's disgusting.
Why is it disgusting to eat it in other countries? They
They
just don't eat it in
listen. The
America.
monkeys and the apes and all they got 98% DNA, just like us. That's like eating one of us.
I had nothing. Blessed be. Okay, I keep telling you, a glass of blood a year keeps the blood bugs off of you.
No,
So if
I
I'm
taste.
drinking a glass of blood a year, there's other things. I ain't afraid of a leg time.
I was a vegetarian when I grew up. I didn't eat pork, but my
But you
grandfather.
do now. Don't
Well,
blame me.
I'm not blaming you, but my grandfather did that to me because my grandfather was the first person who let me taste brains and eggs.
See, that's those ox brains, or those cow brains, or those pig brains.
It was pig brains.
See,
brains.
I've heard of people doing what you said, brains and eggs for breakfast. I've heard of that. I've never partaken in it.
My grandfather swore by that stuff. It was the best stuff in the world. So one day he knew we didn't eat pork because my mom was a Seventh-day Adventist. He said, "Come over here, boy. Don't tell your mama." And said, "Here, take a bite of this." And
Yeah, I know he did. You know he did.
And I'm like, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it wasn't what I was used to.
You were just so disgusted. Oh, it's not what I'm used to. Oh, we didn't do those things. Oh, I don't do those things.
Listen, I was okay.
Yuck.
Listen, I was a vegetarian. We didn't really eat meat. So when my grandfather gave me those brains, it was like I didn't know what to think of
Where
what
were you
it
when you
tastes
ate
like.
your first brain?
Huh?
How old were you?
When I was about 13, 14.
Okay, so you've been eating meat since you was 13 or 14. And now you're hitting 70. So break it down, dude.
No, I understand about the meat part, but there's only certain meats that we could eat.
Dude, you eat as much bacon as I do.
Well, now,
So you didn't had enough bacon in your lifetime to make up for those few years those 10 years you didn't get the chance to eat the bacon. You made up
listen,
for it.
from birth to I was almost in high school, we didn't eat no meat like
You
that.
have made up for it. You
We had
have
chicken,
made up dearly for it.
but the pig was not a part of our diet. So even ham and all that kind of stuff, it used to taste weird. But that bacon was the best thing that ever happened to me.
To everybody on the planet, that bacon is a motherfucker.
Okay,
That's the pig. I don't have to eat anything else out that pig, but that bacon is a motherfucker.
Right.
Bless the pig.
But it's still different because we even had to eat. I ate some raccoon because my grandfather would eat that too.
It's a little greasy, but it's not bad. I prefer
It's
rabbit over it.
disgusting.
I think it's fine. Wheat bread and potatoes will make anything taste good. And if that don't work, a little ketchup, shit, please.
That
You
thing
so
was in the oven.
uppity.
It still had its teeth.
And what is that gonna? You didn't eat the teeth nor the meat around the teeth. What is that got to do with it?
Yes, we did because my grandmother took the damn thing out the oven and they chopped it all up, and you wouldn't know what piece you was eating.
Okay, then what are you talking about then? Were you looking for a head or a face at that time?
You know what? She took the head off. You know, all the rest of that meat. You don't know if there was a tail, the innards. No, I'm not doing it no more. That was nasty.
Did it taste nasty?
No, I've never eaten any of that stuff.
I would definitely eat it. Dennis is such a, oh my God.
You know what?
I've never met somebody uppity like this.
I should have told my mama that they gave me that stuff because they knew we didn't eat pork or nothing like that because my mom.
It wasn't pork. She gave you a raccoon. They ain't got nothing to do with pork. How you gonna get mad? She didn't give you no pork. You was eating raccoon.
My grandfather did give us pork. He gave us that brains. My grandmother let me eat some. And the other thing she let us eat was those mountain oysters.
What?
My grandmother gave me those too. I didn't think that was fair because I mean, like, I didn't even know. She fried them that day. She cut them up in like little strips and fried them and gave us mountain oysters. Said, "You can taste this. Your mama don't. You ain't gonna tell your mama. You on mute, Ray."
Luckily, I'm on mute because nobody tells on their grandfather. So you ate that, and that was it, and quit blaming your grandfather now.
But I can say
Don't be trying to blame that. Your grandfather had nothing to do with this. You probably asked your granddaddy, "Let me taste that real fast. Please don't tell mama I want to just taste it." It was probably you. That's what y'all love.
But the grandparents' role is, you know what I'm saying, is to spoil the grandchildren.
Right, so I'm sure he gave me something. Hey, I'm gonna tell my mama
that they ain't supposed to have.
Right, so I'm gonna go tell my mama my granddaddy gave me something. Come on, please. He ought to be turning somersaults in his grave right now, listening to that, or at least get a shake and a shimmy out of it.
Well, my grandmother did the same thing because that's the first one they had chitlins from. She said, "Put some hot sauce in there. That'd be better for you."
Oh Lord, I just don't like hot sauce on. I just don't like the taste of hot sauce. I don't, but I don't like the taste of hot sauce. I don't want hot sauce on my greens. No, I don't want hot sauce on them. I don't eat.
My cousins, they could eat pork. They didn't care. So when they came in the kitchen, my grandmother didn't want to get like all of us different, treat us differently. So if my two cousins got chitlins, we all got chitlins. They were there.
Right. Only your mama was crazy. They tried not to. They had to try not to blame y'all for y'all parents in the faults.
What does that mean?
Your mama had a fault, so she didn't want to blame her kids. Oh, y'all get here and eat these chitlins.
My mama
y'all all the same.
My mama changed the whole religion from those people because she said they wasn't right because the church and all of them ate that pork stuff. Even the preacher at the other church, he had chitlins. He said he came especially for my grandmother's chitlins.
Right. And they still eating them same chitlins to this day. They ain't going nowhere.
Right, that red bucket.
That red bucket come out soon. No, you don't even have to be able to see the writing on the red bucket. You know what the red bucket looks like.
It was either that or lard.
No, I'm used to if that red bucket came out, I'm going to automatically think chitlins.
You ain't even have to see the red bucket. You can smell that shit all the way in the hallway outside the door before you even come in the damn house.
Well, you know they're in there cooking chitlins. You know they're in there cooking chitlins.
Well, my grandmother get the frozen bucket from the store. So when she had it like thaw in the sink, so as soon as it started thawing in the sink, there you can start smelling it.
You know it. Yeah, they had 5 or 6 buckets, so you know they had to cook for the whole family back then. So they make big pots of that shit. You can smell the next house.
But I seen when she cleaned them, she turned the motherfuckers inside out. Some of them still had doo-doo in it.
It takes 2 days to clean chitlins. It takes 2 days and 4 arms to clean chitlins.
So I said,
no.
She said, Grandma, I said, what do you do with the stuff inside? She said, just rinse it out. It'll be okay.
Yeah, just rinse it out. It'll be all right. A little shit ain't gonna kill you. It'll be all right. Go and sit your ass down.
Exactly what she said. A little shit
ain't gonna kill you. That's exactly what it said. Little shit ain't gonna kill you.
But she did say you have to turn the chitlins inside out to clean them right. You can't just clean them like push water through them. You have to actually turn the chitlins inside out.
That's why it takes so long. And you got to make sure you don't have any other stuff that you got to pull out. But you do got to turn the whole thing inside out.
And plus, she was like, boil the water first time for 5-10 minutes. Pour that water out with the chitlins and rinse them, and put some fresh water in there. Because sometimes you can see the water turning brown once you put it. You know, the chitlins, too many of it.
Then you know that it's just like rice, because if you don't wash the rice off, you have brown water. I mean, you have dirty looking water, and it's not brown water.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things. Y'all, I'm never gonna forget this, but I got a friend that rinsed off his greens after they were done. Is that how you supposed to do it?
Rinse off his greens.
Already cooked. They sat overnight in the refrigerator. They sat that morning. He got up and rinsed them off. Is that how you do greens?
Mm.
Well, they were washed. They said that they washed them in soap to clean them. And then when they cooked them, when they finished cooking them, they said they still taste like soap. So they had to rinse it off when they got to cooking them.
It's supposed to have been trash.
Huh?
It was supposed to have been trash.
It tastes like soap, right?
He said it tastes like soap.
Throw it away.
Yeah,
wash it off.
Yes. So I'm just saying, do you supposed to rinse your greens?
I'm sorry, Dennis.
He put them in a coffee. He put them in a coffee bowl to put them in the sink.
I will never ever let that down.
Huh?
We was trying to get the soap taste off.
Well, they had cleaned them already and put them in the pot and cooked them.
They were fully cooked at this moment.
They were fully cooked.
He was still.
But you use soap. Where does soap come from?
They didn't properly rinse out the pot before they start cooking. Because if you don't rinse it out good, it will smell like soap, and whatever you put in it, it'll taste like soap. Like if it ain't rinsed out good.
That don't mean rinse off your greens.
No, I'm talking about they didn't rinse the greens in soap, did they?
No, they rinsed the greens in plain water in a colander bowl.
Okay, so it had to be what they put in the pot. They didn't rinse all the soap out the pot and cook that in the greens.
I don't know what they did, but when the greens
were will they get the soap taste out the greens? If you rinse them out? Is that gonna? I'm just trying to get some understanding because I apparently am not a good cook because I don't rinse my greens off there after they're fully done.
Especially to put the meat in there, the seasoning.
You got all your, and then you get a rinse all that out.
I don't understand this person. Why would you pull the pot liquor off? That's the best part of the fucking greens.
Because that's what you put on your cornbread and your potato salad and baked beans.
So you put all the juice off and put
it tastes like soap.
But ain't that what if it tastes like soap, wouldn't that go to the trash? Because they're not supposed to taste like soap. But if you rinse them off at this moment, that's not gonna get the soap taste out, is it?
Not after you cook them with it.
Well,
I don't understand dry greens. Greens have always had.
Well, Bobby, you are not giving us any help. Are you supposed to rinse them?
Yeah, you're supposed to rinse them. No, you don't supposed to. If they taste like soap when you tasted them, you're supposed to throw them in the trash and get it all over.
Well, can you put some more salt or something on that so it won't taste like that?
I just gave you my answer. Throw them in the trash.
So salt ain't gonna make everything better at this one.
Dawn is all the way through the green now.
Dawn dishwashing liquid. You get that blue taste in your mouth?
What's palm olive?
No, you got the palm olive taste.
You sucking your hands.
You went way back.
No, I don't know.
Oh, y'all is. I just had to ask that question to make sure I wasn't crazy because I don't think I'd asked y'all that. Because I have cooked greens, but I know that I didn't rinse mine at that particular time after they were done or sat out for a minute. I mean, I didn't have a soap taste in them, but I have done it. But I just want to make sure it wasn't something I was missing. Because this is 2022. So that might have been a new technique to rank them after they've already soaked and salt Job and all that kind of stuff, and your green, your jalapeno peppers and all of that kind of stuff. What are you gonna wrench all that out for the greens?
Ray, do you know how to cook?
Yes, I cook a Thanksgiving dinner by myself. Yeah, a full Thanksgiving dinner.
We don't know how to cook macaroni and cheese.
I do. I know how to make a five cheese macaroni and cheese. That's what I specialize in. Is a 5 cheese macaroni and cheese casserole.
Wow.
Yes. What are you talking about? Yeah. You ate up every bit of it. You and your friend that ate all my macaroni and cheese.
The casserole?
It's in a casserole dish. It's actually a casserole.
That sounds different. My mom don't call her a casserole. And there
your mama just trying to call it macaroni and cheese.
Right. You turned it to white stuff. You say casserole. I don't know what the hell that is.
My macaroni and cheese is a 5 cheese macaroni and cheese casserole.
Bobby, is casserole a white dish? Is that a white dish name?
It sure ain't a black dish. It sounds like he done crushed up some Cheez-Its and put it on top of it.
Right.
No cheeses is sitting on the top of it. Oh, that's so terrible. Okay.
Would you put saltines on top of your casserole?
I don't put nothing on top of my casserole.
Yeah, I don't
it's a macaroni. It's a macaroni and cheese.
I saw this white dude crunch up some double baked Cheez-Its or something on top of his macaroni.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. Good. That looked, I ain't gonna lie, that looked good.
And he used Philadelphia cream cheese too.
But they use breadcrumbs too.
To use that.
They use breadcrumbs on that too.
You use breadcrumbs and cheeses on top of his macaroni and cheese?
They either crush like Ritz crackers or breadcrumbs on top of macaroni and cheese. That's when it becomes a casserole.
Well, I don't do neither one. I use cheese.
Unless I put bacon on the top of mine, just added bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
I do put a couple of strips of bacon on top of mine.
Now I wouldn't mind some chopped up bacon inside my if it then you call it casserole.
Well, it's a casserole dish. I wouldn't take it to the soul food dinner and say I bought a macaroni and cheese casserole. I wouldn't say that.
Oh yeah, because you be
cheese for black people.
Because then I'd have to cuss everybody out for talking bad about my casserole. So yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Well, you should call it casserole.
I'm in Minnesota.
Oh, so you should call it a hot dish.
No, a hot dish is not a casserole.
Hot dish is hot shit. That's what it is. I can't believe what the hell they put together. Well, what I tasted wasn't right. Maybe someone makes some more than that.
You can't try everybody's. Because remember, Minnesota, some people don't know how to use the seasoning.
Right.
Our dish does not absolve you from using seasonings.
It wasn't right at all.
You know? Should I make a hot dish tonight?
Oh, quick update. So biracial, I asked 2 different folks who have biracial children, one white woman, one black woman, and their children's race are not on the birth certificates.
What?
They did.
You asked somebody that question?
I did. I asked somebody.
Right, and so the race, they have no race. So
different people. One black mom and one white mom. So one
neither child.
Right. The white mom got her kid's dad black, and the black lady, her children's dad is white.
So it would be mulatto? What they call that or something?
They have no race.
Nothing.
Half breeds?
They have no race. What part are you not hearing? They didn't write down half-breeds. They didn't write down nothing. They put a big X.
That's like not having a sex.
I don't know about
Maybe
them.
they just stop tracking it. Maybe they just don't record it on birth certificates anymore.
Right. Because pretty soon they're going to run out of letters to mark all the kids. They can't tell what all their genetic abilities are, you know.
That's scary.
And if you're not all white, then you are not on the classification anyway.
They must give you a social security number telling you that you're part black. Some got to tell you, warn people. You can't go through life without having a label.
Why?
It just doesn't work.
Why you are colonized? Bad. Why? That's what they taught y'all back in private school? You must have a label to exist.
Yes.
Wow. It's 7 o'clock, y'all, on a Wednesday night. I have just been hit by old people theories.
That's a
I just don't know
criminal.
what to say. No, it's not a smooth criminal. If they don't let go of those smooth criminal ways.
It's all good.
Well, maybe I should make a hot dish. You know, I'm going to make a hot dish. Catch us again. It's about happy hour. We'll be back on Friday, 6 o'clock. Join us again. Also, everybody look forward to the Black Pride Festival. This year's theme is Black Magic Weekend, a summer of soul. Look out for it. Stuff coming up. Stay tuned.
The Black Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic is in. Black Girl Magic is in. I'm gonna watch a Black Girl Magic movie tonight.
So when the Black Girl does magic, does she twinkle her nose or does she do a spell?
It depends on how she feel.
Oh.
Don't nobody have some set in stone. It's how she feel.
You can sprinkle a little black magic on everything.
Yes, this Black Girl Magic. It comes from out of her pores. It just oozes. It just she commands and it does. She ain't got to twinkle her nose or rub her finger or blink her eyes. She got to do that. She just commands it. Don't give it too much props to Black Girl Magic, but I love it. I see 2 movies with Black Girl Magic in and they couldn't stop them. Couldn't stop them. They were beautiful. I think I need to watch a little of that tonight to feel good about myself.
And do your hot dish casserole?
Yes, my tater tot hot dish.
That's Caucasian all the way. I've never had that when I was little. Who put tater tots on anything, on top of anything?
I didn't have that until I moved to Minnesota. It's a Minnesota dish.
No, tater tots come separately with your sandwich at home, but never on top of a dish.
Why not? Who says they can't?
Who would put tater tots?
Your mama did do a lot of stuff, Dennis. Why do we have to go back to your childhood? Your childhood was so back in the 60s. Listen, nobody did anything.
My grandmother never used tater tots on their food.
They didn't even have tater tots. They didn't even have tater tots when your grandmama was around. Tater tots is the new invention. They didn't have tater tots back then, and she wasn't making them from scratch.
I've never heard her talk about a tater tot dish in my life,
because they didn't have tater tots back then.
She died at 100 years old. Never
they
didn't
make tater tots dish. They didn't make tater tots when your grandma was alive.
My grandmother had no hot dish.
Tater tots wasn't made it to the 90s.
She never made a hot dish either. I never know what the fuck that was till I came here. What the hell is a hot dish?
Because black people didn't make casseroles. Now we're in an all-white state where they do make casseroles, so you learn what some of the tricks of the trade and add your accent. Because I use this dash.
What? They said a casserole comes with salt and pepper. That's it. How is that cool? How is
that your casserole? And who is they that said it?
I seen them make casserole.
Who is they that said it?
The Caucasian. They put salt and pepper, and they use.
But I happen to be this here. I have melon. I got more than that.
Do you also use that stuff in the can from Campbell's? The what's the name soup?
Cream.
You gotta use cream mushroom. Yes, you have to have cream of mushroom. Yes.
So they use a couple of cans of that, some salt and pepper, and some meat and some noodles. And that's what they call a hot dish casserole.
Noodles?
Yeah, some kind of string noodles or bow pot noodles.
You don't use noodles at all.
Oh.
There ain't no noodles on. What kind of hot dish you making?
I didn't make it.
A tater tot hot dish has no noodles in it at all.
I don't know what's in it, but I had one that had noodles in it with tater tots on top of it. And they said they used cream of mushrooms, salt and pepper, and stirred it up and put it in the oven. And
who made it? Were they Caucasian?
Yes, I was looking at.
Okay, then why are you talking to us about what they did for you?
They did the same thing with the green beans. They put those onions on top when they brought them. We had to get to the hospital. When I used to work in the hospital, you bring in the what are those beans? And then they had like some kind of sauce on it, and then they put those onions that were dried up in the can on it. I don't know what the hell they call that.
Them French onions, the French fried onions.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
When I was making green beans,
that's before my time, so I don't know.
No, that's what white people
green beans. Only thing you put in green beans is onion and bacon.
They put them fried onions on top. They make the green bean casserole.
Green beans only need bacon and onion. That's the only thing you need for green beans, and that's all. And a little butter.
My grandma used salt pork in her green beans.
As a Spanish teacher.
I don't like a lot of salt pork. I don't need all that salt in my system.
I remember we used salt pork. You had a chunk of that salt pork.
That's why the high blood pressure was kind of high.
Oh,